But you never exposed the person either, though.
No, I didn't because
Pin it chop. So it wasn't just one person that snitched on you, right? It was
no,
multiple people.
many people. I know for a fact at least 3 or 4, but I'm sure had I gone to trial that there would have been numerous.
Okay. But they wanted you to snitch, but you refused, right?
Yeah,
And you
I would.
pleaded out.
Yeah. I pled guilty as quickly as I could. Got it fucking over with.
Is
Because
it
I
is it true that one of the people that snitched on you is a notable hip hop producer that is active?
I believe so. Yes. I mean, I've never seen a piece of paper that says they are a snitch or whatever because it doesn't work like that unless you go to trial. But all I'm going to say is this: look up the case and look and see how much time people got. The mandatory minimum was 5 years. So without some kind of cooperation, you can't get less than 5 years. I had no arrests, no criminal record from an upstanding family of who I wasn't a pillar of the community, but my parents certainly are, whatever. I got 5 on my first case. Okay. Because I wouldn't cooperate at all. So anybody who got less than 5, there's only one way you can do that. And then a lot of people on that case, they didn't get any time at all. They got 0. They got 0 years, 0 days, and 0 months on a 5-year. There were a couple people who got like a 4-year, whatever. Even that's very weird. Like you can't do. Anyone who knows about the feds who's watching this will know that the only way you can get below mandatory is if you safety valve, which still involves proffering, or if you go full 5K1, which is like you're, with the cops helping set people up, grand jury testimony, whole 9 yards. So I don't, I had no opportunity other than cooperation to get below 5. So anyone who got below 5, you'd have to show me your paperwork and show me how that worked out. Because my paperwork's on Instagram. You can go on my Instagram and go back, whatever. My paperwork's there. I proudly have my paperwork everywhere. Or, I don't think I've ever heard of someone getting 0 on a 5-year case in the feds without massive active cooperation. So I guess and again, I have to limit myself to what I believe because it's not like, but there's just no way. Ain't no way. There's no fucking way.
Right. But
Ain't no way.
you never spoke to this person again to ask them about the
No,
situation or anything.
no, because I don't want to because frankly, I don't want the trouble from the cops, boss. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. I already did this once. That was bad enough. I ain't trying to lose any more time over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's nothing to talk about.
But you never exposed the person either, though.
No, I didn't because I honestly like I don't want the feds on my shit because of I'm still on supervised release, bro, for 5 years. I'm still on paper. I have a PA. Like I don't want any witness intimidation or anything. I'm not saying that would happen. Dude, like, I already had to give up 5 years of my fucking life, really 7. You think about waiting to get indicted, getting indicted, waiting to go to jail, supervised release. It's going to be 10 years of my life. It's fucking misery, bro. The worst experience you can fucking imagine. Like wishing you were fucking dead most times. No hyperbole. So it's like, why do I want, what
It's not even
people
worth
know
it.
it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. I'm not trying to score cool points. I know who the fuck I am and I know what I did. And again, I'm sure you looked on my Instagram. It was literally the last post I put up before I went to prison. I literally posted the relevant parts of my paperwork. And it was the part that said no cooperation, no variance. There's no reason, refuse the safety valve proffer. So like I know I'm official. I've been
Right.
stamped.
So the prosecutor actually made remarks about your viral video too, right? And it was
Yes.
like they kind of almost like went harder on you to teach you a lesson.
To some extent, yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that like they could have gone way harder because I only got the mandatory minimum. It's not like they enhanced me, but it kind of showed me that I don't even think they would have bothered had I been John Smith. I think they either would have indicted me right then or they would have just let it go. They would have just, I don't think they would have spent 2.5 years on a case to give me the same charge that I would have taken 2.5 years prior. Like just because that's just straight torture. That's just putting someone through the ringer just to do it.
Right. So prior to going to prison, you actually, your wife gets pregnant.
No, 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 no. Um, I put my sperm up like in a like a cryo bank,
Oh, got you.
and then
Okay.
went to jail.
So then, oh, so like towards the end of your bid is when,
No, no. It was supposed to be the end of my bid, but I got caught with a cell phone. So I ended up doing like an extra fucking 2 years when it was all set up.
because you said that you when you actually met your child like in person, they were what, 20 months or something like
20
that?
months old. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So my wife got pregnant alone,
Hmm.
carried the baby alone, had the baby alone, and raised the baby alone. Now, you know, there was financial assistance. You know what I mean? Like she was taken care of. But in terms of her every day, like no, just her. Just no timeouts, no relief, no breaks, no
Right.
just
So how
full on.
was that weighing on you during that time when, knowing that?
It murdered me to know that I had a child. I mean, on one hand, I was overjoyed because we were in the process of an adoption when I got indicted, and we had to give up the adoption. So we had to like literally leave a baby in South Korea behind it. And I thought that was going to like break us as people. And my wife is a very strong person and she just refused. She wanted to be a mother. We wanted to be parents. And she did everything she could possibly do to make it happen. And she did. And she did it alone. And so on one hand, I was overjoyed that I was going to be a father. On the other hand, it was happening at such a horrific point in our lives that like we never got any of the good. Like, I mean, no, there's plenty of good with our daughter, but like just like those easy, happy memories, like the announcement, the this, the that, the whatever. She was doing all that alone, and I'm in jail. You know, like we never had any of those like good times. That other parents have that kind of like offset the little sweetness in the hard day to day grind of being a parent. Like our shit happened like in absolute fucking hell. Like we were both going through respective separate hells trying to get back to each other so we could be together as a family for our daughter.
So let me ask you this though, right? Because you were trying to adopt a child at the beginning of the situation, right? When you're in trial.
Well, I hadn't been indicted yet. We thought that maybe it wasn't going to happen because they had waited for so long.
Oh, got
It had
you.
been over two
Okay.
years.
But do you
Yeah.
think that if you had already adopted the child and then you got indicted, that it would have been a motivating factor to, should I cooperate, or that would never ever be
For me, for
possible
me,
in your mind?
for me personally, I would never cooperate. I would never, I wouldn't do it. I would never cooperate. I just, it's like, hopefully, you're just not dumb enough to put yourself in those positions where you have to make that choice. But I think that, to me, it's a lot like, again, like feel I was talking about, people watch someone fight and they go, oh, he did this or that or whatever. I would have done like, motherfucker, you didn't fight. Or it's like someone saying, like, how many times have you been high and heard someone be like, bro, I was in the war, I would be killing ever. And it's like, bro, you never been in no fucking war. You don't know what you would do. For me, for this particular ritual of manhood and like being a stand up tough guy, I can talk my talk because I know what I did it. I'm not talking about what I hypothetically would have done. I didn't tell. And I took my time like a
Mhm.
man and I stood on it. And I stood tall every prison I went to because my paperwork was good. I could go anywhere. Not that I went all the way up. I only went to a level 2 out of 4, but wherever I did end up, I knew that I was straight because the work is that's why you have your paperwork. It's called your license and registration. You got to show that shit so you can be with your people. Otherwise, they're going to fuck you up and check you in. So for me, I'm not telling. I'm not telling. I'm not telling on 5 because I didn't know I was going to get 5. You know, to the point where I thought I was going to get like 14. You know, I'm not telling on 5. I'm not telling on 14. I'm not telling on 12. I'm not telling on 15. I'm not telling. I'm not doing it. I'm going to eat my time. I might want to kill myself. I might cry myself to sleep every night. I might think like whatever, but I'm not. I'll shed a tear or 100 or 1,000,000, but I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not going to talk.
Right,
I
right.
won't do it.
So overall, how was your prison? Well, no, before I go into that, what was your reaction when you got caught with the phone and your time got extended?
Oh, I was like, I couldn't breathe because I was in the shoe, no contact with anybody. I knew I lost my year for the drug program. I knew I was going to get shipped up or whatever. I hated the prison I was at, so it's almost like I'd lost it. Like I'd lost my fucking mind. You know what I mean? I was just like, I remember being in the shoe. They kept me in there all 683 ripping. And I remember them coming by. They were trying to scare me with like, you're gonna go. I'd be like, but bro, I don't give. Send me up a level. I don't give a fuck. Send me your actual prison. And I could care less. We'd be on the door like, shit me, shit me. You know what I mean? Like, we're a lot of facts. They want to have for them. But for me, I heard very deeply about the consequences that I inflicted on my family. Like, once again, you ruined everything. You fucked everything up for everyone again. For your parents, for your girl, for your kid who has yet to be born. Once again, you ruined it all. Fucking idiot, moron, loser. But to the staff, I was like, suck my dick, shit me, send me to a level 2. You know what I mean? And they did. I agitated to the point where they had no choice but to shit me. I was like, I'm not coming back out here. I was like, you need to get me the fuck on. I can't do this place anymore.
How much additional time did you get because of the phone?
Well, you lose 54 days good time. Then I lost my art app year. So that right there is going to be 14 months. And then just like from other bullshit happening at the next place I landed, more phone shots. In the end, I think I ended up doing an extra 18, 19 months because I was only supposed to be gone for like 3 months of my kid's life. And I didn't come back until they were almost 2.
Dang.
So again, no, yeah, but
Right.
bad
How would you
decisions
describe your overall experience in prison?
in prison. I mean, like, look, for me, it was absolute hell. Okay. But for many people, they'd be like, this is nothing because it's only in the feds 5 years is like getting 6 months. For me, it felt like I was doing life without parole in a fucking maximum security prison. That was not the case at all. I don't want to portray things to be. I was in a level 1, which is a camp, and I was at a level 2, which is a low. The low I was at was pretty fucking wild. It's an active low, which again could be a midget. And I saw, wild shit happen there. But um, yeah, it was incredibly stressful. It was the absolute absence of hope or love. And it was just watching like every aspect of my life besides my girl family just crumble, just be destroyed. The people who love me still love me, and I'm grateful for it. Everything else, all the structural stuff, like the money, the properties, like everything I had risked for, just got like systematically destroyed while I was in there, which just made me spiral out harder and harder and harder, made me more and more upset, made me care less and less and less about myself because I just could not fucking stand anything.